Hi everyone, welcome back to Live Darts with me, Phil Bars. It's that time again, it's Premier League preview as Week 9 heads to Belfast. But first of all, let's recap on the Judgment Night double-header in Rotterdam. Unbelievable spectacle of darts. We had drama, we had tension, we had decisions getting reversed a day later. Let's start night one. First up on night one, Michael Smith beat Gogh in Price. A really good game of darts, but the Iceman will be kicking himself. He believes he should have got something and probably should, but bully boy Michael Smith picked up a huge 2 points that could make all the difference if he is to get in the playoffs and try and get back to the O2. Huge result for bully boy Michael Smith. Then from there, James Wade and Dmitri Vandenberg drew 6-all in the contender match. Again, Dmitri just comes alive on stage. I tweeted it out last week. I don't know what it is, but the young man just comes alive. Again, another ton plus average from Dmitri, 6-all. Good point for both. Dmitri had a match start, but James, again, one of the most informed players right now is Wadey. So a really good game to watch in the contenders match this week, 6-all draw. Then from there, Michel came from 4-0 and 5-1 down to beat Rob Cross. Two big ton plus finishes, a 136 and a 120 from Mensa. Rob just switched off. He said it in the interview that we had him afterwards. The link can be found on Live Darts. He just switched off. He said he don't know what happened, he just did. But Mensa was sensational to come back. It's great to see Mensa playing well, playing with a smile. Really enjoyed that game as well. Then from there, MVG dismantled Peter Wright 7-1, and again the Green Machine was devastated it wasn't 7-0. He missed a couple of darts to break, and then he could have had the throw for 7-0. But Peter Wright, I don't know what's going on at the moment. It just doesn't seem himself. He's defending a lot of money this year, and he's already dropped down to world number 5 after the Euro Tour. It's a slippery slope for Peter Wright at the moment. He needs to put it right because he's defending so much this year. Again, we go back to the equipment. I think it's just having a massive effect now. He doesn't know what's right from wrong. Going to have to put that right. Huge result for MVG though. Final game of the night saw Daryl Gurney relegate Raymond van Barneveld with a 7-1 demolition job. DG playing phenomenal darts right now. Barney not at the races. We'll cover more after night 2. But the Dutchman relegated in his final Premier League, rightfully so, has been the worst player in this year's Premier League. Stats say it, averages say it, everything says it. Barney relegated going into Judgment Night. So Judgment Night meant nothing in terms of places in the league. Moving on to night 2, it was drama personified. We had everything. First up, Daryl Gurney beating Michel. Daryl Gurney, maximum points in Rotterdam, playing very well at the moment, won the Euro Tour, just full of confidence right now and looking like an absolute star, up to world number 3. He's got a bit to do to catch the rest in front of him. I think he can catch Rob Cross, but he may need a baseball bat or something to catch MVG at the top. But he's plodding along and playing really well at the moment, is Daryl Gurney. Then from there, Gogh in Price, huge result after the night before, beating Peter Wright 7-5. The scoreline was a lot closer than the actual game, I feel. I thought it was a game Price dominated from start to finish. Wright, like I said, there's something not quite right at the moment and he's getting punished for it. At the moment, will he make the top 4? No, not for me. Not playing well enough, consistently enough is Peter Wright at the moment. But you watch, you'll go and win 7-0 this week. But no, massive result for Gogh in Price in that game. Then from there, Rob Cross beats Jeffrey Dejuan 7-4 in the second contenders match. Again, another high quality affair. Jeffrey was leading at one point. Rob won 6 of the last 7 legs, averaging over a ton again, but both of them put on a real decent game. Again, speaking to Rob afterwards, he was really wanted to put that right after the disappointment of switching off the night before. World number 2, again in sparkling form right now. But again, Jeffrey Dejuan, like these young players, they come alive on the stage. We haven't seen that much of Dejuan this year like the form he showed last year, but put him on that stage, comes alive. It's just a young trait of all the young players that we're seeing right now, but really good game that one. Then from there, the all-Dutch affair. Raymond van Barneveld taking on Michael van Gogh in its final Premier League game. Final one in Rotterdam. It was a sea of orange. Barney Army was echoing everywhere, but MVG smashed him up. Let's be brutal. Then afterwards, we had a raw Raymond van Barneveld retiring there on the spot. He come in and did some media with us. Didn't really want to be there. I understand that he just lost and everything was very raw. Retired. The next day, it was subtracted. I can't help but think the commercial element has taken over. Judging from Barney's body language and everything, I don't think he wants to play on. I just think he's had enough, but commercially, sponsors and everything may have had a word in his ear and said, look, see it out, everyone's got a lot riding on this, but Barney, done and dusted. The atmosphere was amazing, by the way, for Barney. They love him out there. It was superb. Then last game of the night, James Wade beating Michael Smith 7-4. Wadey, brilliant again, big scoring, big averages, tops and tens going in for fun. He hit a 9-darter at the weekend. He doesn't think he is, but I think James Wade is in the form of his darting career right now. He's actually top of the Premier League averages overall. That's never happened with Wadey, but he's on fire at the moment. So, after judgment, after the relegation, we've got Michael Van Gogh in top on legs difference from Rob Cross, 3 legs between them. I say Rob disappointed to surrender top spot, but MVG back doing what he does, top of the league. Final 2 places in the top 4 are taken up by James Wade and Daryl Gurney, both on 11 points, but Wadey's got a huge leg difference because of the 2 hidings that Daryl took earlier on when he was a little bit off, but 2 wins for DG sees him into the top 4. Then just below that, Michel on 10 points. He's the danger man you've got to worry about. I think he's just plodding along, going about his business, under the radar a little bit. So Mensa is a danger in this. Then Gogh and Price on 9 points. Peter Wright on 8 points and Michael Smith on 7 points. That's your 8 as we head into the final half of the Premier League season. So, moving on to Belfast for week number 9. It's going to be explosive. Last year, Sweet Caroline was echoing around the SSE arena. I'm looking forward to experiencing it firsthand, and let's go looking through this week's games. First up, Mensa takes on James Wade. Real intriguing game, this one. You'd be a brave man to back against Wadey right now. He's flying. I think James wins this game. I just think he's a little bit more consistent than Mensa. I say, at the weekend he looked majestic. So I'm going to go James Wade to nick this one. Good value, 11 to 10. Good price for Wadey. The form he's in, up first. Then from there, Michael Smith takes on Peter Wright. This is a huge game for both of them. Let's not beat around the bush. A defeat could see Peter Wright just slide out of all contention. Tough game to call, but I'm going to go Michael Smith to nick this one. Just, my head's telling me that there's no rhyme or reason, because you could coin toss up in the air, see who wins, but I'm going to go for Bully Boy at 5 to 4. Then from there, Rob Cross takes on home favourite Daryl Gurney. This could be explosive, as they're both on fire right now. 2 in-form players. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one. I'm going to go 6-all draw. However, Gurney is a huge price at 2 to 1. I think the bookies have got this slightly priced wrong. I think 2 to 1 on the form. Gurney's in, too big, but 6-all on the fence. Then from there, last game of the night, MVG takes on Gogh and Price. Price has already said in one of my interviews, MVG is the only player that can get in his head, and I think lightning will strike twice. The worst head-to-head record you'll ever see, 15-0 in MVG's favour, and it will be 16-0 after. Sadly, I love Gazzy, but I just can't see him beating the big green machine right now. I think 7-3, 7-4 tops. MVG wins that one for me. So that's Belfast, all done and dusted. Only 4 games now, remember everyone. So a little bit more value floating around perhaps. I can't wait to experience Belfast firsthand. It's going to be amazing. Now, remember, follow us at Live Darts, all social media platforms. We've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and the website. Everything you need on how to watch, stream, bet on this week's Unibet Premier League in Belfast. Again, that's me, Phil. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you all in Belfast for what will be an unbelievable night of darts.